Hey everyone, good morning. My name is Melissa. Welcome to my library. That was all mixed up, but that's my intro. This video is a hopefully 24-hour readathon vlog. I just decided with it being a slow day at work, super slow, like I'm talking maybe 30 minutes of work done today. That I wanted to just read as much as possible. So I'm gonna try. We'll see how long I can go. I have some tea here to help power me up. This is hazelnut chocolate. It was the flavor I picked yesterday, and I can just smell the aroma from it, and it smells so good. So yeah, and it's got some caffeine in it too, so it really should help. But other than that, I have 3 books here that I plan on reading today, from today. Definitely not going to finish any of them. But the 3 that I have going, which I know you guys probably know already if you watched my last video, is Scarlett, the sequel to Gone with the Wind by Alexandra Ripley. Super still enjoying this. I'm almost halfway through. I'm about to the 400-page mark. So we'll see how far I can get today with that. But this will be my physical read for the day. And then my audio read, while I may start a puzzle or just hang out outside, will be The Great Alone by Kristin. Also enjoying this, although the sadness in this book is relentless. Like, I just am so sad for Lenny all the time in this book. I know that this is a super kind of harrowing story, but also one that really has hit home for a lot of people, I guess, and is super highly recommended. So I am enjoying it, but yeah, it's really sad. And then the other thing I'm reading from every day in December is the Penguin Book of Christmas Stories. So the Christmas story I have to read today is A Visit to the Bank by Shirley Jackson. And it doesn't look terribly long, so it should take me less than 10 minutes to read that. So maybe I'll report back if it's any good. But yeah, that's my plans for the day. I'm also going to be interspersing some clips of me opening my advent calendars. I don't know when I'll fit those in throughout the day, but it's kind of fun to kind of take a break from reading to do that. So that's kind of the plan. Sorry I'm wearing the same old sweater I've been wearing in like all of my videos. I recently realized that I do have other sweaters. A lot of other sweaters, but this one is super comfortable and just like the warmest hug of a sweater. And so when I know that I'm going to be cozying up to read, it's just one of my favorites. So but yeah, I'm sure you guys don't mind. But yeah, so I'm going to get started on reading, and I will let you guys know how it goes. Just checking in with my Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I had to go. It was a necessity, specifically to get the peppermint shake, which you guys know I love. But yeah, I just got done walking the dogs before I went there, and I'm actually kind of exhausted from it. It was a 3-mile walk, so it was no joke. But that justifies all this unhealthy food, right, Lily? Okay, but let me catch you up on what I've been reading. Obviously haven't had a ton of time to physically read yet, so I've just been listening to my my audiobook, which is The Great Alone. And oh my gosh, things have finally turned around. It was like the lead up to what is now an easier time was it was really intense. Basically, her dad is dealing with a lot of PTSD and seasonal depression, and so obviously that's a huge issue when you live in Alaska and it's dark out and it's winter time. And so their first winter as a family was just very dramatic, very just so intense, and very triggering as well for like domestic abuse, domestic violence. And anyways, so it's now like 3 years later, and Lenny is 17, and I really love Lenny. She's a bookworm, and all of her favorite books are some of my favorite books. Like, she loved reading Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit when she was younger, and now she's currently reading The Thornbirds, which when that was mentioned, I was like, yes, because you guys know how much I love that book. So yeah, it's been also a cute sort of slow burn romance going on too. Now that she's older, it's less of a friendship and hopefully more of a romance between her and Matthew, the rich boy in town's, like, it's her love interest kind of, but he actually moved away because he also went through a traumatic event and needed to cope with it by leaving. And so they've just been writing letters, but he has just returned because he needed to see her. And so I am excited to know what goes on there. Should be really good, hopefully. So yeah, I'm about halfway through with that now. I've probably listened to about 2 hours worth today. So yeah, I'm making really good headway in it. But my plan is to eat my lunch and then go back to the reading chair and read, or maybe lay out on my patio, like in the backyard, while it's sunny out still. We'll see how I feel. I did just get a lot of sun walking the dog, so I'm probably good. But anyways, I just thought I would check in, and I will see you guys later. So I thought I would take a tiny break from reading Scarlett to open some of my advent calendars for today. I have Butter here with me. She's like grabbing my arm. She just wants my attention. But yeah, so I have 2 advent calendars I thought I would do right now. I'm going to do my tea one a little bit later because I will probably want another cup of tea tonight. So I'm going to save that one. But I'll start with my historical romance advent calendar that I bought from Serafina. I bought a 12-day one, but she surprised me with 25 days worth, which was so sweet. And I know I've talked about it before, but yeah, she is a dear friend, and her picks so far have been amazing. And so yeah, I'm just excited. So I'm opening 2 books today, 18 and 19. So let's see how this goes. Let's open 18 first. And I decided to switch up the angle a little bit and film in front of my tree. So yeah, let's see. Ooh, this one has red sprayed edges, so I'm already excited. Let's see what we got. Oh my goodness, yes! Oh my gosh, okay. So this is Love and War by Patricia Hagen. That is so funny because, so you guys may or may not remember that I actually recently hauled this. I found a different edition of this book at Books on 7th Avenue. And so I had to buy it. And I didn't know that she was sending me this. So, and I know she watched that video and commented and said, that I had some great picks, so she probably was like, oh no, but honestly, I don't even mind at all. It'll be great to have both editions here, and yeah, I'm so excited. So if you guys didn't know, this is it's obvious from the cover, hopefully, but it's a Civil War historical, and it's actually a series. So there's 5 of them. It's called the Coltrane series. And let's see what this says. She was all things to 2 men. Nathan Collins, the rebel, who dreamed of making Catherine his wife, but would never accept her craving for a life of her own. Travis Coltrane, the Yankee, who could make her wild with fury one moment and delirious with passion the next. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited to own this. Thank you so much, Sarah. Okay, so the next one, let us see what we got. Ooh, okay. So this one is Penelope Neri, an author I've never heard of, called Forever in His Arms. And it says, a breathtaking Civil War romance from the author of Forever and Beyond. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, and let's see the step back. Wow. That is so pretty. I love it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is giving me like spring vibes. It's by a super famous step back artist, Pino, P-I-N-O, I think is how you say it. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's super famous for his step backs. So this is fun. Okay, and super 80s. Look at her makeup. Awesome. So yeah, I mean, it says, let's see, whispers of war between North and South were riding the wind the summer Jenny Delaney fell in love with Tyler Mackenzie. But high in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, it was still possible to believe in fairy tale endings, even though Jenny knew in her heart that the blood feud between the Delaneys and the Mackenzies was as inescapable as the coming war. Time was fast running out for secret trysts and lovers' dreams, and she would have to choose between the life she held so dear and the man whose passion made her burn as brightly as the evening star. Nice. Okay, so yeah, so this is a good one. A good pick, both Civil War picks, which is awesome. I love my Civil War historicals, so yeah, both awesome. Okay, so now let's do my bookish items advent calendar that I've been showing you guys. So there's just a couple items left. So weird. I think I'm missing one. No, I'm not missing one. We're fine. So the next one is day 10. So as you guys know, if you watched my last video, I don't know if this advent calendar has been worth it, for the price. I'm just getting items that are like they're just not as, substantial as I would have hoped, but, yeah, let me see what we got with this one. This one looks like a print actually, so that's kind of cool. Or what is it? Is it a print? I guess it is. Yeah. So it says, I read past my bedtime. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what I kind of explained, where it's just kind of like paper stuff that is not expensive at all to make. And so I would have hoped for more like nicer things for the price, or for the price to be less, but that's just an unbiased review of everything. But this is cute. This is cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, because like I don't think I'll frame this. Maybe I'll put it in like a bullet journal or something. My bullet journal that I haven't touched in like months. But yeah, so there's this. 2 more items, one of them being a book sleeve. So that I am excited about. That should be good. And then this looks like another candle. That's tomorrow's. So also excited about that one as well. But yeah, those are the 2 advent calendars I thought I'd break up my reading with. But now back to Scarlett. So one of my my favorite ambiance creators on YouTube ever has been doing these Hogwarts house Christmas ambiance videos. So he's been doing one a day for the past 4 days. And Slytherin was last. But Slytherin is the one I'm most anticipating because I love the vibe of Slytherin's common room. I'm not a Slytherin. My husband is. So I'm an imposter. But anyways, these have been so good. So I'm in the waiting room, actually. It's supposed to premiere like right now. So we'll see when it actually oh, here we go. Yay. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm just showing this for a minute to show you guys how cool this is. Oh, it's doing a countdown, I think, actually. Okay, never mind. It's doing a countdown. So I'll come back when this is actually playing and show you guys how cool it is. But the creator is Ambient Worlds. I always say it different, I don't know. His name is Tyler, and he's actually commented on some of my videos before, and I'm just in awe that he even knows who I am because he has like 800,000 subscribers. But yeah, okay, so I'll come back once this is actually on. Okay, so here it is, finally actually showing the video, and I have dimmed the lights so you guys can hopefully see it better. But isn't this so cool? And it's got just epic music. I don't know what it is about the like spooky in the lake vibes that Slytherin common room gives off that I love, but I do. If you guys go to my like reading room ambiance playlist that I have public, you'll see that I'm a super fan of Slytherin rooms. So yeah, I am definitely just gonna be enjoying this as I read more of my big chunky book.
My favorite holiday pop songs, but more importantly, we are going to be celebrating the 12 days of Christmas family style. And you know what I'm talking about, because family can be sometimes messy, chaotic, and downright hilarious.
Good morning, everyone. It's the next day, and I'm just treating myself to a nice breakfast, sriracha on eggs with toast. But I realized I never did my tea unboxing yesterday. And so I thought I would do yesterday and today's to see which one I wanted this morning. Or if I select from my other stash. I definitely want something caffeinated. But yeah, so if we're considering this a true 24-hour readathon, I have about an hour left of actual reading before I should call it. So I thought I would just quickly eat my breakfast, make some tea, and then read. But I also have a tiny book haul to show you guys because I went book shopping last night when I went out on my date night with my hubby. We went and got pizza, which I think I showed, but I didn't show the book shopping, but it's fine. And then I think I also showed my workout this morning. If you guys didn't know, I am a huge Peloton fiend. I actually started on the app, which I highly recommend to anyone. This is just a Peloton PSA, but it's less than a gym membership. I think it's like $15 a month or something. And they have all kinds of things that you can do to get your body moving. And none of it, like, there's so many things that don't require equipment. So if you're just looking to kind of get a good like workout class in that just is something you can do in your living room, that's what I originally started out with. And then if you have like a crusty, dusty treadmill, they have treadmill classes. You don't have to have a Peloton to do these things. And so it's awesome. I love it. And it's definitely, I started it when we were right before we moved to Seattle because I knew it was gonna be dark out when I was trying to exercise. So like running outside was not gonna be an option for most days there. And so I started just doing the running classes on the app, just on an iPad and with an old treadmill. And it was life-changing. And so yeah, I do a run every single morning. And it's just kind of routine now, and it's just something I love. So that was a little clip of my favorite instructor, Maddie. If you guys are on Peloton, he's my favorite. He's hilarious, and he was doing a holiday themed one. So it was a 30-minute holiday pop run. It was so fun and hilarious. He has the funniest stories. But anyways, okay. That's my Peloton soapbox, guys. I'm done. Okay, but yeah, let's open my tea. So here it is. Let's see which one we've got today. So I think I need to do 22 and 23 because it's the 23rd today. And then tomorrow will be 24. So it's crazy. Oh my gosh. I'll show you the last three. I'm so sad. Okay, so 22. Let's see what this one is. Let's see. Santa's Secret. I think I've had this one before. From what I remember. Let's see. Let's see if my senses can make me remember it. Yeah, I've had this one. This one is really good. And maybe I got this one confused with the other one that I thought was caffeinated and wasn't. I think this one is, fingers crossed. But let's open 23 and then we'll flip it on the back and see which one. So here's 23. Ooh, this one's pretty. This one is Alpine Punch. I have no idea what that means. Probably fruity if it's punch. Let's see. Whoa. Okay, wait, I think I've had this one too. This one is like, there's a distinct note to this one that I don't know what it is. I'll have to look on the back, but it's very distinct. Okay, so one of these two I'll brew this morning, hopefully, if one of them is caffeinated. So we have, it's really hard to find them, to be honest with you guys. Alpine Punch, okay, that one is not caffeinated, but that's fine. Okay, so then the other one, oh, is that the one I got, Santa's Secret? Yes, okay, cool. This one has 3 out of 3 caffeine dots. So yeah, we're gonna brew this morning. I'm stoked. And then Alpine Punch maybe tonight. So yeah, I will eat my breakfast and then go back to my reading chair and catch you up on things after the readathon is officially over. Okay guys, the readathon is officially over. I started it at 11 yesterday and it's 11 today. So I just wanted to talk really fast about everything I read and how things are going. So I just looked at where I am physically in the grade alone. I'm listening to it on audio, but I was curious. And yeah, I'm literally halfway. So I'm really enjoying this still. Finally, the romance has started to bloom. So I was told there would be one, and I've been eagerly anticipating it to hopefully lighten the mood, and it has. So it's between Lenny and Matthew, Matthew being another boy from school, the only other person her age. So that's fortunate. But they both have very traumatic pasts, and so they have a lot of baggage. And it seems like this will be where they tackle these issues, these family stressors together, and help each other cope. And so it's really, really sweet so far. He's back in town. He's been away for 3 years, trying to deal with the loss of his mom. And so, yeah, he's back in town now, and things are kind of just kicking off. So I'm excited to keep going with this. I still hate the dad so much. Oh man, my heart goes out to Lenny and her mom who are dealing with him. It's just crazy. So yeah, very triggering book, very sad. A lot of things happen in this book that are just heart-wrenching, so just know that. But I am enjoying this, and the writing has been amazing so far too. So it's put me right in Alaska, right in the setting, and I've loved it. So definitely we'll keep going with this, and see if I can finish before the end of the year is my goal, which I think is pretty doable, to be honest. Okay, so then the other thing I was reading this morning was the Penguin Book of Christmas Stories, another Christmas story read today. I just finished it actually, and yeah, it was depressing. Each of the stories, yesterday and today's, were both majorly depressing. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this book, to be honest, guys. Don't buy it if you see it in the store. I mean, it's really pretty, but I've only liked like 3 of the stories in here so far, and I've read one every day, so I've read like 20 something now. So yeah, it's been kind of a bummer, but I want to finish it so I can mark it on Goodreads. So I will finish it, and I like the idea of reading a short story every day, and I keep the hope alive that one of the stories will actually be Christmassy, and so we'll see. But yeah, so I read this morning, and then I read 120 pages yesterday throughout the day of Scarlett. I took off the dust jacket, sorry about that, but yeah, I read a lot of this yesterday, so I'm actually more than halfway through now. I'm almost to the 500 page mark. And yeah, this is getting so good. What has been happening recently is Scarlett has met the O'Hara side of the family. So her dad's side, that is very Irish. They come straight from Ireland, and they have a lot of roots there. And she's loved getting to know them. They've just brought her under their wing, and she ends up actually going with them to Ireland. So right now they're in Ireland, and I'm loving it because, as you guys know, I love Irish set books. I just think it's a fascinating country, culture, past history. And so, yeah, so they're in Ireland now, and she is experiencing a culture shock, basically. It's very country, obviously, there, especially in Civil War era times. And so, yeah, so it's an adjustment for her because she is a city girl. And so, yeah, so it's been fun. One thing I will say that I know is just a character flaw, but also just, I keep thinking about it, is what about her freaking kids? Like, she's going on all these different adventures to Charleston, to Savannah, to Ireland now, and there is zero mention of her kids. And I know that they're in good hands, that they're being taken care of, but it just leaves you with an icky feeling about Scarlett, which I know she's a very unlikable character, so that's fine. But it's just like, ugh, cringy, that like it's such a disregarded thing for her, that her kids aren't just like kind of put away. And maybe that's historically accurate as well, you know, with the times. But it's sad. So that's something. And right now her and Rhett they've gone their separate ways again. And so, she keeps like keeping this dream alive that he's going to come back for her. But also she's living her own life now. So, yeah, so it's an interesting dynamic. But we'll see how it goes, where it goes from here. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. And this is the bookmark I've been using, which is so true. It says, "All I want for Christmas is books." I got this as part of my Christmas bookish advent calendar thing, which I really enjoy. And this is so true. Like all I want for Christmas is books this year. Which I think is what my husband and other people have kind of done for me, which is very sweet of them. So, actually, with that being said, so I did go book shopping yesterday. I begged my husband to go to one of my favorite stores to get a couple things. I was really looking for some books that are on my my Amazon wish list because I'm just too eager. I just really want them. And so I went with the specific intent of finding one or two of the books on that list. I had no such luck, which is crazy because they're just normal kind of newish releases, but I couldn't find any of them there. But I did find other books that I am very excited about. So it's fine. It's all good. So I'll show the historical fiction. I am in such a mood, guys, for historical fiction. Like that's all I want to read. Specifically World War I and World War II, which is very easy to find. That's the most common genre, right? Especially World War II. So I found this book. This is Wives of War by Soraya M. Lane. And doesn't this girl look exactly like the chick from Guernsey Literary Potato Peel Pie Society movie? What's her name? I don't know her real name. And she's in other things. She's classically Cinderella. I think that's what most people know her from. But I swear, I was like, oh, is that her? When I picked this up. But this is a author that I own already, actually. I got gifted another book by her from a good friend on BookTube, Tori, from Novel Life. She's also a historical fiction fan and gave me one of her favorite books. And so, yeah, so I saw this author and I knew I wanted to pick it up. And the story of it is it's three women nurses is like the central theme. London, 1944. And then they go to Normandy and face the horrors there, I guess. So I'm eager and excited. And this is so highly rated on Goodreads. That's what really made me want to pick it up. So here's the first book. And then the second book I only got two, is Colony by Anne Rivers Siddons. I also own Anne Rivers Siddons on my shelf. I have one other book by her, Peachtree Road, I think is what it's called. But this is actually the book that I originally learned about her from. Like, this is the book that I originally wanted. So Colony is the story. It's a South Carolina set. So I know that Anne Rivers Siddons is like a Southern author. And it's basically just a big multi-generational novel. Super popular, and this book is in pristine condition, like no crack on the spine or anything, so I wanted to get it. And I know there's some sort of romance in here, and I think it's South Carolina, and then she also goes to Maine, the main character, so there's two settings there as well. But yeah, it's nice and thick, and I'm excited. I looked on Goodreads on this to see if anyone else among my friends has read it, and two of my friends on Goodreads have read it, and both of them gave it 5 stars. And so I know I'm in good hands. So yeah, I picked this one up as well. And I actually sold some books to the bookstore, so because of that, because of the store credit I got, I ended up only spending $1 out of pocket for these. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But yeah, okay, so that is everything, you guys. That is my wrap up for this 24-hour readathon. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments below if there's anything that you're excited about for Christmas, whether it be book related or just in general. I'm hoping to end this vlog and then get started right away with editing it so that it can be up before Christmas. Hopefully Christmas Eve, fingers crossed, if everything goes smoothly. So yeah, if you are watching this before Christmas, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. And if you watch it after, I hope you did have one. But with all that being said, please like and comment and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye.